I don't need to pull down my underpants to go to the bathroom. I could just slide.
What?
I could just slide over
What?
like in a bathing suit.
Mom! Welcome to Sex Talk with my mom. I'm Cam Poter.
And I'm KarenLee Poter.
That's my mother.
And that's my son.
We chat about sex on a weekly basis and all the things you typically don't talk about with a parent.
We like to make the most uncomfortable conversations comfortable.
So strap in,
Strap on.
and enjoy the ride. Welcome to Sex Talk with my mom. I'm Cam Poter.
And I'm KarenLee Poter, his lovely mother.
My old lady.
The old lady getting in and out of the car is getting more and more difficult for me.
Jesus Christ. But you know what? With your age comes wisdom.
Thank you. Finally, you said the right thing.
Finally?
It's
You don't
I've
think
been
I say the
waiting
right thing?
For 7 years, we were doing this podcast.
I've never said you're full of wisdom.
Never.
Now let me reiterate something.
What?
You are so full of wisdom.
Thank you.
Sometimes I think to myself when you're talking, I say, God, how did I get blessed with such a sage mother?
Why is your eyebrow like going up in the air? Like I could tell you're not even being serious.
I'm being dead serious. And that brings us to our first segment of the show. The sneaky freak question of the week. You are a sneaky freak if you're listening to this.
That's right. And you know how you become a sneaky freak?
How's that?
They text us on our text line.
310-356.
3920.
That's our text line. You can become a sneaky freak. Would you describe yourself as sneaky?
Yes.
You are sneaky?
There's some things that I do that no one knows about.
What? What kind of things?
Sometimes when I'm by myself, I think to myself, a little self-pleasure is in order.
So you jerk off is what you're trying to say.
Yeah, that's sneaky.
That's what's sneaky about you?
That's
You're not doing any other scheming, like heists, any...
I haven't robbed any banks recently.
You got any ulterior motives?
Well, what are you getting at? Do you have something you like to share?
The other night I was at dinner with my friends, and I don't know why it came up, but I asked who here is the sneakiest one of all. And there was one woman that everyone agreed on as the number one sneak, but she said I was the number one sneak.
What does she do that's sneaky?
You know, some people have a little mischief around them. You know, they can get to some danger sometimes.
I don't think you do.
What the fuck? I have a little sneakiness about me. I'm a sneaky freak. You don't know shit about what's going on.
I know. What kind of criminal are you?
You know, a smooth criminal?
Uh-huh.
You don't know that, well, sometimes I...
Masturbate?
Nope.
What?
That was not what I was going to say. I was going to say sometimes I have little online relationships.
With like
strangers.
People? Oh, you slide into DMs.
Or people slide into mine or vice versa. You don't know that shit. You don't know what's going on there.
Oh.
Quite frankly, I don't know what's going on there either. Which is what brings us to the question of the week. The question of the week is...
I want to get back to that.
Well, you're not going to get
What are
back
you
to
sneaking into people's DMs?
I'm not sneaking in. They're sneaking into mine.
Oh.
And I don't know really how to reciprocate that well. You know, if someone sends you a dirty picture or something like that.
You're getting dirty pics?
What am I supposed to say?
You're getting dirty pics.
Yes,
you
believe it or
never
not.
told me about this?
No. I don't need to tell you about everything. Just say I get a dirty picture. What do I do? I'm not giving a picture back.
No, you should not. Because I know someone who did that. They were going out. He asked her for a nude pic. She sends a nude pic. You know what he does?
Huh.
They break up. He puts it on Facebook.
Exactly right. So I'm not going to do that, you know, being the huge celebrity that I am as host of the show.
Oh, why are you laughing? You're a celebrity.
No, we don't have that many listeners, but
we have a lot of listeners. What do you
no
mean?
one's going to hold that shit against me.
Well, what do you mean we don't have a lot of listeners?
We have a lot of listeners, but I'm just,
listeners.
what are we? I'm not a celebrity that fucking
You're
is
a
going to
smooth
matter.
criminal celebrity.
No one's going to do anything with my pictures. But anyway, I'm not sending it out because I'm too neurotic. What am I supposed to send instead? And that's
a picture
why,
of your inflamed hair follicle, which is what you've done when I get dick pics.
Unfortunately, I have no inflamed hair follicles at the moment.
How about inflamed ass follicles?
I do have that. So this brings us to the question of the week. Perhaps this will help me in pursuing or you know, flirting with these people online. The question is, what is the unlikeliest pickup line that has worked for you, either giving or receiving?
I would like to go first.
Yes.
I was once, when I was single, I was in a upscale steakhouse in the bar area in Chicago with my girlfriend hanging out in you know, the high tops. And we noticed, what are you laughing for?
What do you mean you know the high tops?
In a bar.
That's like your hangout spot?
No, I'm talking about the tables over high, not low.
Okay, all right.
I'm just painting a picture,
The
Cam. I can't paint a
picture is
picture if I'm
painted.
interrupted
The
every 5
painting is
minutes.
pictured. The picture is painted.
So she and I noticed that there were two cute guys in the back, also on high tops, Cam.
Okay.
And we also noticed
I'm
that
starting to think of high top shoes at this point.
no, they're just the seating.
Okay.
Instead of sitting at the table and the whatever, you know what I'm talking about.
I know exactly what you're talking
Now
about.
you got me all
We're talking
flustered.
high tops.
All right, so we noticed that
Why is the detail high top so important to share right now?
because we're not at low tops.
Okay. This better be pertinent to the
It's
story.
easier to walk up and meet people when you're at a high top than if you're in a low top in a booth or something.
Great point. Booth might be the hardest place to meet someone.
Right.
You're not even facing outwards.
Right.
Circular table, square table in the center of the room, a little easier. Outdoor bar facing outside, great.
Okay. So can I continue with my story?
Yes.
Doing feng shui on the podcast
I'm just thinking
right
about
now.
if anyone out there is planning to design a restaurant or bar.
Well, when I used to recommend how to pick up women in my videos on YouTube, I once demonstrated that you definitely don't want, if you want to be picked up or to pick up someone, you do not want to be sitting at a low top. You
all
want to
right,
be at a high
enough
top.
with the high tops and low tops.
And actually, if you really want to get picked up, you sit at the bar because the bartender is someone you could talk to and not feel like.
and then you just immediately kind of engage with the person next to you. Huh?
Yeah, I mean, usually I've engaged and I've got the whole row talking.
Yeah, that's nice. The whole row.
A whole row of people that are cheers. You
Wow.
know? Well, okay. Can I tell a story for crying out loud?
I'm ready for it.
So we're minding our own business and we see that there's a bunch of cops like in uniform walking up to the table with these two guys that are in the back sitting there talking to each other. And we're looking at that and I'm like, they must be undercover cops
The one sitting down.
sitting at the high tops. Yes.
Okay.
Because all these the blatant cops, the ones in uniform, are walking over and talking to them.
So you wouldn't think the undercovers would sit at the high tops. You'd think they'd sit at low tops.
I wasn't really thinking of where they were sitting. It was irrelevant.
Okay, go on.
Anyway, I decided that I'm going to make a move. Now, there's
the
one
guys.
super good looking one and one that was okay looking, but much friendlier looking, I guess I would put it.
Okay.
So I go, watch this to my friend who I'm sitting next to, who I'm just going to call Jane. I'm like, Jane, watch this. I walk over to the table, the high top, and I say to them, which one of you guys wants to handcuff me?
Jesus Christ.
How's that for a one-liner?
I can't believe you said that to them.
Let me tell you, they were flabbergasted.
Yeah, I would be flabbergasted.
And they both raised their hands. And next thing you know,
They both raised their hands?
yeah, because they thought it was funny. It was
Jesus
funny.
Christ.
So we started talking. And meanwhile, I left my Jane over at the other high top.
Okay.
So I'm like, should I bring my friend over? And they're like, yeah. So I go get my friend. And she immediately goes after the better looking of the two. But I got the one that with the better personality.
Okay.
And we ended up going out after that.
You did?
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah. And it turned out they were undercover cops, detectives.
Do you think it's a move to if you see a situation like that, do you go directly for the one that you think is like the classically better looking one, or do you go to the one that's not as good looking immediately?
I didn't have a choice.
Yeah.
You-
You know, that's not nice of Jane to come over there.
Yeah.
You did the legwork.
I did the work.
And then she's taken her pick of the litter. That's not
But
nice.
it turned out that my pick was better than her pick because it turned out was not. It was like kind of self-centered,
See, this makes sense.
right?
This makes a lot of sense.
And mine had a fun personality.
Yep, that's what I like to hear, giving us all hope. Okay, well, that is the unlikeliest pickup line.
I'd like you to top
do you
me.
want to? Do you want to handcuff me? Okay, everyone, watch out! My mother has dropped her glasses. She is in very close proximity to dropping her bottle of open bottle of water and destroying the microphone. Mom, please.
I'm back.
I'm so nervous with you with
Okay.
the equipment over here.
Okay. Anyway, do you have a pickup line that you have used or have
Yeah, I could share one that I've used that didn't work well, actually.
It didn't work well.
I know it's the question is unlikeliest pickup line that has worked for you, but I don't remember any pickup line that has actually worked for me. Usually I just say, you know, Hi, I'm Cam. And then
Hi, I'm Cam.
I don't know, something, just an
That's
introduction.
a pickup line?
Oh, you know, when I was doing the Tinder lover, I had some random ass ones, like what was your favorite Pokemon, shit like that, and people ate
What
it
is your
up.
favorite Pokemon?
I don't know.
I had one that didn't work.
What?
It actually kind of did work because I still remember it. Is your last name Campbell? Because you are good.
Mom, you say that. I think in the 7 years of this podcast, you have said that fucking line, I'm going to say 15 times. 15 times.
I think it's more.
Yeah.
Because you got to figure I'd say it at least 2 times a year.
Yeah. At least.
In the 7 years, that's 14 times
Yeah,
right
it's
there.
more than 15. Okay, so I was working this is the one that didn't work as well. So maybe there's a lesson to be learned here. I was working at a car dealership with a bunch of dudes. You know, these guys have game. They'd spend all their days trying to seduce people into buying their cars.
What I found fascinating when you were working there is they all identify which person is walking in by which car they represent and they resemble.
Yeah,
For example, if it was a big one, they'd say, "Here comes a Yukon," or
a Tundra.
A Tundra.
It was not a nice place. It was not a nice place to.
No, but I think
where
you
people
learned
were very
a
respectful.
lot.
I learned a lot. It was a summer. They were trying to teach me how to pick up women.
But teach you how to pick up women and sell cars, and I think they're very, very similar.
It was exactly right. And so there was a girl that worked there in the finance department who was gorgeous, Latina girl. She spoke Spanish, you know.
I know your affinity for the
I think it started at a young age, this desire.
Yeah, how old were you at this point?
19, probably. So they're telling me, this guy is like, dude, you're thinking about this girl so much. Why don't you just go up there and just ask her, when are you taking me out to lunch? And I was like, I don't think she's going to be into that idea.
When are you taking me out to lunch?
When are you taking me out to lunch? She said, like, say this in like a flirty way. When are you taking me out to lunch? As opposed to, can I take you out to lunch?
I
that's a different
understanding
approach.
That.
There's a direct approach, which is a sweeter approach. Like, hey, can I take you out to lunch? There's nothing funny about that. Or you can kind of flip it on its head and say, when are you taking me out to lunch?
How old was this girl?
She probably was 23, 24, something like that.
Oh, so she was a cougar.
Okay, at that time, I guess it would have been a cougar couple relationship. She looked like she knew what was going on.
She could teach you a few things.
That's exactly right. I get up there finally after many days of thinking about this, and I'm thinking, okay, when are you taking me out to lunch? When are you taking me out to lunch? When are you taking me out to lunch? And I look at her and I realize I'm way too scared to say, when are you taking me out to lunch? And I'm taking this into my own hands, adding my own spin. I'm going to ask this in Spanish.
You're going to ask when you take me out to lunch in Spanish?
Yeah. So I'm sitting there fumbling. Oh, ¿Cuándo vas a almorzarme? Tomarme almuerza? She was so confused.
She didn't know what the hell you were
She
mumbling.
didn't know if I had sold a car that she needed to help with. She didn't know what if I was hungry, if I was having a seizure. She didn't know what the fuck was going on.
Did she speak Spanish even?
She spoke Spanish and English.
So there was no reason why you'd have to delve into a language that you clearly were not fluent in.
Correct. That was a bad move.
Bad move. What did she do?
She was kind of like, what? No.
No. No, whatever
English.
you're asking in English or Spanish, the answer is no.
It was a resounding no.
The poor thing. You must have been devastated.
Yeah. Yeah. There was
Did
another.
you go back and report this to the mentors that told you not to do that?
Yeah.
And?
I think they were proud that I did something for once.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, that was a summer. There was another guy there that was fucking, he was the same age as me. And he was just like such a hot shot. Thought he was smooth as hell with the women.
He was a smooth criminal.
He would always brag about how he could come whenever he wanted to. And he'd last as long as he wanted to. And I'm sitting there thinking, I'm ejaculating upon sight of a vagina.
Ejaculating on sight of a woman.
Of a woman. Yeah, it's just, don't let a woman come near me. Anyway, okay, let's get to the sneaky freaks. Okay.
That was. I like that story.
I've told that story, I think, on the podcast
at least a dozen times.
You think so?
Yeah.
God damn it. Fuck, guys, we need your help. That's why we turn to you.
I have a reason. Freaks. You don't have a reason. I have brain mush from having COVID and
Quaaludes. And I have a reason, which is that I have sex about once every decade. So I've limited limited experience to pull from right now.
Once every decade.
Adam said the unlikeliest pickup line that has worked for him was, "Are you a snowflake? Beautiful, unique, and with a touch, a little wet." You like that?
That works?
Apparently, that worked for him.
Beautiful, that would not
unique,
work.
And with a little touch, a little wet.
The little wet kind of like
It's weird.
It freaks me out. Actually, it's like what? Where under my armpits?
No, he's talking about the pussy area, mother.
How do you know that though? I mean,
why else is he talking about a little wet?
You're walking up to a stranger and asking that. That's an odd thing to ask.
Yeah, it's a weird one. It's unlikely to work. I would say
that's unlikely to work for me.
Adam, you must be a very good looking man.
It worked for him.
Yeah, very good looking man. Or the person that you're going after was very desperate.
You little sneaky freaks out there. When you hear the phrase "wetter is better," what does that mean to you?
Does it mean lathering up your bits with a little Uber lube?
Uber lube to save the day.
Uber lube. You know, we as sex experts over here.
Sexperts, I like to say.
We've tried a ton of fucking lube, and nothing compares to our favorite lube, Uber lube. Uber lube is made from high-grade silicone and vitamin E, which are very body-friendly ingredients, so it doesn't mess with your pH balance.
Which is very important, especially if you're a vulva owner.
And, you know, it can be confusing what types of lube to get for yourself, but Uber lube is good for oral,
anal,
and vaginal. So pretty much you're covered on all sex fronts. And you can use it with condoms. You can use it in water. You can even use it in bed without worrying about it staining your sheets.
That's very important, by the way.
That's right.
Nothing worse than stained sheets.
Uber lube is doctors' recommended go-to lube because it is so body friendly. So if you've never used lube before or you've used it and you had a bad reaction, you might want to check out Uber lube. It's very body friendly.
And it comes in a beautiful glass bottle with measured pores. And I'll tell you something, you can sneak it. You can be very sneaky with it when the kids are around because it looks like a little bottle of massage oil or perfume.
If you are ready to start on your lubricating journey, get all slippery and nice and wet, you can get 10% off and free shipping when you go to uberlube.com and enter promo code SNEAKY. Just go to uberlube.com. You'll get 10% off and free shipping. That link is in our episode's description.
Cam, remember when I told you I went out with a guy that was a private detective? He was able to find out all this information about me that would scare the living shit out of me. He knew where I lived. He knew all my past employers. He knew my kids' names. He knew everything.
You know why? Because everything is out there on the internet for anyone to find. And that's why we are sponsored by Aura, A-U-R-A. Aura is an all-in-one online safety solution that helps protect you and your family from identity theft, financial fraud, and online threats before they happen. This happened to us in our family. My brother got his identity stolen.
Ruined our whole vacation. The app scans the dark web to look for your email addresses, your passwords, social security numbers, and other sensitive information. If anything is found, you'll receive an alert in real time, which we needed at that point.
We definitely needed it. What I like about it is they give you a white glove fraud resolution team, which will help you navigate credit bureaus, help you initiate credit freezes or locks, and work with you around the clock to resolve your crisis. So guys, if you don't currently do anything to protect your identity, we highly recommend checking out Aura. And for a limited time, Aura is offering our listeners a 14-day trial plus a check of your data to see if your personal information has been leaked online, all for free when you visit Aura, AURA.com/mom. That's Aura.com/mom to sign up for a free 14-day trial and start protecting you and your loved ones. That's AURA.com/mom. Certain terms apply, so be sure to check the site for details. Gigi says, I met a handsome, hot man on a Tinder date, and without any forethought, I blurted, "You look like a firefighter." He's my husband now.
Oh,
isn't that sweet, Gigi?
That's cute, Gigi.
That's very cute. You would do some shit like that.
Absolutely. I mean, I identified private detectives.
Yeah, that's right. You and Gigi have something in common.
We like men in uniform,
That's
or
right.
out of uniform, actually.
It's true. Dane says, when I first met my wife, we were both in a Halloween haunted house. It would never have worked for me right off the bat. I'll just stop you there right now. I won't be able to use this line because there's no chance I'm going to a Halloween haunted house.
Why?
I did that in my past, and I didn't sleep for decades.
So that's not a turn on.
I'm done with that. No haunted houses for me.
But okay, so say you found yourself in one. What's the line he used?
He says, I bet I can make you scream.
Again.
How is this coming up in the haunted house? You guys are freaking out looking at dead bodies and shit.
People are jumping
Goblins
out.
are jumping out at you,
you,
grabbing you, and you're turning and saying, I bet I can make you scream?
Well, they're probably walking.
Unlikely to work.
So did it?
It worked. Success.
That was good.
It is good. KarenLee says, I despise pickup lines, so literally nothing.
Okay.
Do you despise pickup lines?
Well, if they're funny, like the good one, it's okay.
Mom, no. I don't think if I use that line on anyone today, they would think it's funny. I don't think they would know what Campbell is.
I know. I'm wondering if that's an old commercial.
It is.
If that indicates that I'm old.
It does, Mom.
Why?
That's exactly what it fucking does. Definitely dates you.
Wait.
What?
Campbell soup?
No one's eating Campbell's soup.
No one's eating Campbell's soup.
Okay, Joseph. Joseph is our producer in the studio right now. Just to get an outside opinion, have you eaten Campbell's soup recently? No. We gotta know. Have you eaten the Campbell's soup recently, Mother?
Not recently, but
Okay.
I know they make it still.
I'm sure they still make it.
But did you know the line, Joseph?
About good.
I am, or the soup is good.
Yeah. He's a Gen Zer.
So that means he's never heard that line.
He doesn't eat soup, is what it means. Alyssa says a guy this is good. A guy complimented my lipstick once, saying it looked like it was made for me. That literally made my whole night, and I was immediately interested. Look at that. That's a good line.
So she's going against the prompt?
No, the prompt was either giving or receiving, which is
Oh, gotcha.
So complimenting lipstick. You think you'd take it personally if I said that lipstick looks so good on you? It's like made for you.
If you said this to me, I think that'd be weird.
I'm not going to say that. If someone said this to you,
I would question the guy a little bit.
Like what? What's going on with you and your interest in my lipstick?
Yeah. Although, I'm not a Gen Z or, you can be wearing lipstick if you're a guy these days.
I wonder if guys will start wearing, if lipstick will go mainstream for men.
You know what's really strange for me? When I was growing up, the only colored nail polish you could do is red. Now people do blue, greens, and everything.
That's what you got, blue. Yeah. You got blue nails.
Same thing with hair. We'd only do like whatever colors are normal, brown.
Oh, yeah. Now you get
Now you get red, blue,
green.
especially. Yeah.
Shout out to the blue hair girl.
That's right.
One of our sneaky freaks. Elle said, hi, I'm here to make sure your husband knows how hot you are. That's what he said to someone.
And that worked?
He said, it worked. I had my first bi threesome. Pretty good.
Wow.
Pretty good, Elle. For those looking for a bi threesome, that's the line for you.
I'm wondering if threesomes have their own certain pickup lines.
That sounds like a good one. Because then, he's kind of involving the husband. He's aware of the husband. Yeah, that's nice.
It might be more acceptable.
What?
Accepting, I should say.
What? Pickup lines?
Pickup lines for thruples.
Yeah, that's an interesting that's an interesting one.
What are you picking off your shoe?
I don't know, but it just went under my nail and did not feel good.
Decided to pick at your shoe, like
I saw a fucking thing there.
What is going on over there?
Okay, Joseph said it only worked once, but I used to date your mom.
And it worked once.
It worked. I don't know if someone said I used to date your mom, that wouldn't really work for me.
I think I'd be.
Or I used to date your dad.
But I actually think that might work for me.
Really?
Because my mom was always like, she was like the first original cougar.
You would date someone who dated your mom?
No, if he said that, I think I would like that.
Okay.
That might work for me.
We got James who said, hi, I'm James. That's exactly my style, James.
Yeah.
Why make it more complex? The time it takes for someone to say their name, in those few seconds, 90% of the time, you already know what direction you're going to swipe. I completely agree with you, James.
What?
Why do you got to get all fucking creative and shit with the lines? Why don't you just go and say, hi, I'm James. How's it going?
I like someone who uses a little sense of humor when they approach me.
Yeah, well, sometimes it doesn't come to those people so naturally, even if you're a clown.
Yeah, I'm surprised you're not going to do some sort of miming act.
You think I could pick you? What is the unlikeliest miming pickup line?
I think we've already talked.
You think I could do like a lasso and just
no,
rope
like
them
a
and then
like a fishing pole.
Like going fishing, and you know how weird it would be if I saw a stranger, a woman at the bar,
But
and
what
I
if
just
it's a
did
clown bar?
I did a fucking and caught her and reeled her in. You think she would actually get reeled in?
If it's a clown bar.
What the fuck, a clown bar?
You always go to weird clown parties,
I
clown
don't
bars.
go to clown bars. What is a clown bar?
By the way, we should dedicate this episode to Paula
Coletto, my wonderful, one of my most impactful clown teachers has passed away.
At a very young age.
Yeah. Let's dedicate this episode to her. She was a wonderful woman. But I don't want to get sad right now, so let's keep moving.
Right along.
This is a good one. Alicia says, before me and my boyfriend made it official, one of his pickup lines was, "Damn girl, you fart with that ass?"
Oh my God. Now that's funny, but I don't know.
She said he's a comic, so I knew he wanted to make me laugh. It worked, and he's been making me laugh for almost 4 years now.
Nice.
This is fucking beautiful.
I like that, Alyssa. I like the funny dudes.
I like the funny dudes. Who wants a boring dude?
I don't even know if you know this, but I went on one of the dating sites. Like early on when I first was single, I went on a dating site for like a month.
Yeah.
And there was a guy who talked about in his bio how he had just escaped from prison, and he went through all this stuff, and it was clear that he was making this up as he was going along. And I so wanted to go out with this guy because it was so funny.
Wow.
So what I'm trying to say is, it's all about humor.
It's all about the humor. What is it about the humor? Maybe it's fun.
It's fun. It's playful. It's not heavy. It's not needy. It's not annoying.
I agree. Let's do one more. How about that?
Okay. There's a bunch. We have so many, you guys.
Thank you guys so much
that we don't use half of these. I'm going to put them on Patreon.
Elle says, literally, I was drunk and just said to a lady 15 years older than me that she looked like a woman I used to dream about. She said, "Why dream? Let's have fun."
Cougar time.
Ooh-wee.
It's cougar time.
Elle. Fucking, that's a bold line, too. You look like a girl I used to dream about. A woman I used to dream about, not a girl.
Or still do would be even better.
Cassie said my husband opened our convo on the dating site by asking me, "Are you religious?" That's a bold choice.
And that worked?
Unlikely to work, but lo and behold, she says we had both had bad experiences in the past with people who were either religious or adamantly not religious. So the question didn't scare me off, and apparently my answer didn't scare him off either.
Wow.
Take a bold swing, people. That's what I'm getting. That's what I'm getting from all these answers.
Smooth criminal, bold swing.
Bold swinging. Yeah.
Baseball references.
Yeah.
What's happening with you?
Well,
it could be a golf reference.
What's happening with me in general?
No, with the golf, with the swing. Take a swing at it.
What the fuck? I can't use that term without you climbing on me.
I'm just curious as to, we're referring to
I'm
baseball
not allowed to
or golf.
I'm not allowed to use an athletics, sporting term.
No.
No, I am. Swing, hit, take a bold swing.
I have to mention something.
Huh.
I know this may be going down a rabbit hole, but
God.
you know what's really cute about you? When you were in like 7th grade.
Why do we have to go back to 7th grade?
You were on a little league baseball team, or maybe more of an older baseball team.
Yeah.
But you would hope that you get you'd hope for someone who threw the ball and hit you.
Mom, this is a strategic play.
And you walked.
I get on base when they hit me.
Yeah, you did that. And I'm like, well, if you don't enjoy the game and you want to get hit so you can walk.
Yeah. Well, I just knew I was better at getting hit than hitting the ball.
Right. And you just like being on the team.
Yeah.
It's so cute.
It's not that fucking cute, Mother. I wish I was better at baseball.
No, you don't. You did not enjoy it at all.
My life would be very different if I were phenomenal at baseball.
At one time or another, you were pretty good. And then somehow you went downhill.
I had one season where I was just fucking hitting homers. I think I had more weight behind me.
I think it had to do with your eyesight.
Horrible. Okay, thank you for tuning in to that segment of the Sneaky Freak Question of the Week, and especially those who chimed in at our text line. We love to hear from you. And if you're listening to this and you're not texting us yet, fucking get out that digit. Get out that
dick?
phone book. I don't know what's happening right now.
And
get out that phone. Type in this number, 310-356. Give us a goddamn text.
Well, when you get on to the site, it texts you back, and it's a lot of fun. It's almost like you're doing a little sliding into our DMs.
You're sliding in, baby.
You're sliding in, and we're going to respond to you.
I was thinking about something recently, Mother.
What is that?
What do you think is the relationship between stress and sex? When you get stressed out, do you want to have more sex or not?
No.
No?
Absolutely.
You need to be relaxed to have sex.
100% relaxed.
You don't find that it's like a stress reliever.
No.
Pressure release.
What? No, I don't find that.
I find when I get stressed, a lot of work, I'm just fucking ready to
Jerking
go.
the chicken?
Jerking the chicken? Choking the chicken, first of all.
Choking the chicken? Jerking?
No, I just feel like I got.
You're always stressed, so that means you must be jerking.
Always stressed.
You must be jerking off on an hourly basis.
No, I'm not always jerking off.
You're always stressed.
I'm always. You think I'm always stressed?
Yes, you're
No,
always
I don't think so.
overloading. You're like, this is a perfect example. You call me up and you go, I have so many so many things on my plate right now. I got this. You listed like 6 things that you're passionate about that you want to do. And then I go, well, maybe you should like reduce some of that because you seem to be getting migraines. And you're like, no, I can't. It's just, and then what do? You call me up the next day and say, I think I'm going to register for another clown class.
I got to.
But you went in and said how stressed you were and that you need to do something to change your life. So,
well, maybe it's just jerking off more. Releasing the stress,
and then you get those oxytocins, and then you don't get migraines, or you lose bodily fluids and get maybe that's why you're getting so many migraines. You're jerking it too much.
Yeah, maybe.
You guys,
I know
you think that Cam's jerking it too much, please let us know.
Honestly, it has ramped up recently.
You're jerking?
Maybe like once every night.
I think because of the testosterone.
I think it might be stress related, honestly, because I can feel like it is a way to unwind. Like
you're boxing, Cam. You're getting all those testosterone
with the boxing shit. Unbelievable. You constantly blaming this on my boxing. You know, this episode is sponsored by our wonderful friends at Amorous. They make an amazing they make an amazing app to help you sext. Fucking love this.
It is really fun.
And one of the things that they make is a game called Chat Sparks. It's a card game that with dirty questions to help you get to know someone. Maybe it could be if you're in a partnership, it can help you get to know your partner. It could be even for someone you're just getting to know.
Well, I'm thinking it's good for like me and Dee's with a long-term relationship because sometimes he comes in and we're like, okay, what's good? What's new? Nothing. What's new with you? Not a lot.
You're bored.
We're talking about the weather. You're talking about the news. You're talking about sports.
So I was thinking we could play some of these questions, this game, Chat Sparks.
This game is supposed to be done with a partner?
It's supposed to be done with a romantic partner or sexual partner, but it could also be done with a mother.
All right.
You have permission to pass if you're not interested in. You have permission to pass, and you're recommended to pass if it's too uncomfortable. And for those of you just tuning in, if you want 20% off of your own game of Chat Sparks, just go to amorous.net/mom and use code MOM for 20% off.
You better spell Amorous.
AMORUS.net/mom.
How great a name is that, by the way?
And that's in the episode's description. Okay, so do you want me to go first?
Yes.
If you could go to sex school, what class would you take first? What would you want to learn how to do?
Me?
Yeah. Who am I asking that to?
I thought that you were going...
Fucking Joseph?
I thought that you were going to answer that question.
I will answer that if you answer this.
Okay, what class would I most like?
It was all fun and games until you had to answer this.
Sex school.
Yeah, if you had to go to sex school, what class would you take first?
Well, I've actually gone to sex school.
As have I.
Excuse me. What are you talking about?
I've studied at beducated.com.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about I actually went to a hand job, blowjob class.
Yeah, okay.
What happened when I went there with my friends for someone's birthday is by the time we got in the door, we were already drunk.
Okay.
And then the first part of it was hand jobs, which I remember learning a little bit. But by the time she started doing the blowjobs, we were so wasted. we literally ordered a pizza, and the pizza delivery guy comes in, and we're all set up around a table full of dildos.
Oh my fucking God.
And nobody could even remember anything that was going on because there was a lot of tequila drinking.
Were you guys uncomfortable and that's why you're drinking so much, or it was just you're having a fun time? And
I think it was just a fun time.
Yeah, because it's not that uncomfortable for you to talk about. Is it uncomfortable to get a blowjob class in front of a friend?
It was 6 of us at least, and just let's just say everyone spurted out a little too much information.
Jesus Christ.
Spurted, get it?
Yeah, I got it, Mom.
All right. So anyway, I think I'd do a redo on that class and maybe not get as drunk.
You would do a hand job, blowjob class?
Why not?
Okay, that's nice. You know what I would do?
I could probably teach it though.
I would do.
But here's the thing with the hand job, blowjob class.
Jesus Christ.
I remember asking Dr. Laura. Remember we had Dr. Laura and her daughter that were both prostitutes on the show?
Yeah, love them.
She taught me a little bit about
Dr. Lori.
Dr. Lori Cook or something like that. Yeah.
Bennett Cook.
Yeah.
Love her.
Yeah. She taught me something about blood flow. Like if you squeeze the base of the penis,
yeah,
that it causes more blood flow to the area, whatever.
It sounds very painful.
Well, you're not going to squeeze it really that hard, Cam.
Okay.
That's enough of my educating you. You better take a class.
I'm not planning to squeeze any dicks anytime soon. So thank you for that unnecessary lesson.
I got a chuckle over here on the right.
Okay.
All right.
You know what? I would choose sensual massage course. I love a nice sensual massage. Giving, receiving, and I honestly don't know how to do it. I'm just making it up.
I took a class in that.
Of course you take it a fucking class.
With D's, and it was actually interesting because there was another couple in the room, and then there was the professor and his like a model.
Yeah.
Literally, she was like a lady, a female that was completely nude on the other table.
Yeah.
And so everything was going well. So they said, well, it's better like for the first class if one person just does all the massage and the other person gets all the receiving.
Yeah.
So I had Dee's learn the massage techniques and I was the receiver.
Uh-huh.
But all of a sudden, halfway through the class, he's like, now we have to teach how to effleage. So why don't you have Dee's come over by me and he and I will both effleage this model that's on the table.
What the fuck is effleage?
It's like, massaging.
Okay.
It seemed like it went on for like 20 minutes. I'm like, no one's massaging me.
And Dee's is just massaging this
He's
model?
just massaging this model.
Unbelievable.
What the fuck is that all about?
She's lying there, vag out.
No, it was not vag. Yeah, I guess so. Maybe she had a towel over her ass. I don't remember.
Okay.
Probably not. I think she was completely nude. I think this is some sort of a scam.
Wild.
And it was a Groupon.
A Groupon effleage. Unreal.
All right. Well, this is a fun game.
Yeah, you want to ask a question of the chat sparks?
Yeah. What is the best compliment you've ever received?
I will tell you the one that comes to mind immediately. My clown teacher, last class, and maybe this could be why I'm taking another class. As I'm leaving, I said, this is going to be my last class with you. I got just too much on my plate, but I've really enjoyed this. I love this. And he goes, well, you are a natural clown.
Oh, being told you're a natural clown is the best compliment?
Best fucking compliment I could ever hear.
A natural clown.
Said, you're a natural. I said, I couldn't even believe my ears. Usually the clown teachers are not so kind and
well, first of all,
flattering.
Do they speak? Usually,
they're not mimes.
Oh, sorry.
I did go to a mime party though last weekend.
And did they also tell you the best mime that they've ever heard?
Oh my God, I haven't talked about this on the show yet. This is great. I went to it was the 100th birthday of Marcel Marceau.
Who is the best mime ever?
Yes. Have you heard of Marcel Marceau outside of me?
Yeah.
Okay.
From black and white movies, though, right?
Right. I mean, he became very popular in the U.S. in the late 60s and early 70s.
Late 60s. I was like 10 years old.
And he really, everything you know about mime is Marcel Marceau, basically. He came up with the idea of like painting your face white, wearing the shirt with the striped shirt. The moonwalk is based on his fucking miming.
Okay.
Michael Jackson. And he, when you're like building a wall in front of you with your hands,
yeah.
That's also him. So he's like the quintessential mime there is.
He's your idol.
He is an idol, maybe. Very skilled. My teacher studied under him and was trained by him to teach. Okay, so this guy, my teacher, is the one that was hosting this is a different clown teacher. He was hosting
for crying out loud, Campbell, you get to
birthday,
the point. Where is this going?
100th birthday for this mime, this dead mime, Marcel Marceau. And I'm convinced this party is just going to be me and this guy.
I'm convinced too. Who else is going to this?
It was supposed to be just like a screening of a Marcel Marceau movie.
It sounds boring as fuck.
I walk in there. The place is packed.
Packed with mimes?
Packed with mimes. 75 mimes. Waiting to celebrate dead Marcel Marceau's 100th birthday.
Are they all with white face and
no one is wearing white face, but there's my teacher had made a museum basically of all these relics that he's collected over the years. This guy's obsessed with the fucking mime. Obsessed. And I sat down right next to a smoke show of a woman. Smoke show.
And she was a mime?
She was a mime. I said, bingo.
But you can't talk to each other. How do you talk to a mime?
I said, this is it. I'm trying to muster up the courage to talk to her. She was there with a guy that was like 20 years older than her.
So?
Such a weird vibe going on here. We're at a mime party. She looks like a sugar baby with this guy.
She might have been.
But how does the sugar baby... She clearly was the one that wanted to go to this party.
Listen, if you're with a smoke show woman and she's 20 years younger than you go to the goddamn mime party.
But if he's paying her... Anyway... how did we get to this conversation?
You said the best compliment you've ever received.
What was the best compliment you've ever received? I know this.
What?
Go on. I know this.
And it's happened many times. You make everyone feel special.
Bingo.
You knew I was going to say that?
Yeah, because you fucking tell yourself that or people around you that all the goddamn time.
Well,
it must have been very impactful.
I try to do that. I try to make everyone feel that you're so lucky you got my undivided attention for at least 1 hour a week.
I don't have your undivided attention.
Whose attention?
Your attention is bing-bonging all over the goddamn place.
There's only one other person in the room, and it's Joseph, and he's not paying attention to us.
No. First of all, he's paying attention. You are the one that is ding, 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 ding.
Well, what I'm trying to say is that I'm carrying on a conversation with you.
Yeah.
And I'm making you feel special.
I feel so special right now, Mother. I feel very, very honored to be in your presence.
Isn't there a song?
So special?
Yeah.
So special?
It's like a Annie Lennox song. Oh, it's back in my days.
Oh. Mom, did you have any mom's news that you wanted to share?
Oh, man. I there was too many to choose from this week.
Really?
One was about the cheating husband, and there was another that was about picking up a cat. I guess we're gonna
picking up a cat.
We'll go with that one because it's along the pickup lines idea.
Oh boy.
Yes, it's Mom's News.
Mom's News.
Mom's News.
Mom's News is the segment of the show where my mother shares earth-shattering, groundbreaking, need-to-know info. Mother?
This was on Reddit, and it was what is the weirdest sexual act anyone has ever done?
Okay. So
this guy picks up this woman because she has cat eyes. Okay.
And what are cat eyes?
Like, the one they're like yellow or green eyes. It's a certain look.
Okay.
It just resembles like a cat.
I think I was always attracted to cat eyes growing up.
Well, then you'll like the story.
Okay.
It's the weirdest sexual act on Reddit. Okay.
Okay.
So he takes this woman to his apartment. And he said that on the walk home, she was almost making a noise like she was purring. But fuck, she was hot. So about a half hour later, I'm ball deep giving it to her. And I told her I was about to come. So I pulled out and she went down and gave me a head to finish me off. I come in her mouth. I'm laying down and the next thing I know, this woman spits my cum into my belly button and started to lick it out and meowed like a cat while doing it.
No.
I had no idea what to do in my drunken stupor, so I meowed back.
No fucking way.
Is that nuts?
No way.
He picked up Catwoman.
He picked up, and she's spitting the cum into his belly button.
What would you do if someone literally spit cum into your belly button and then licked it out and started purring? Meowing.
I would start laughing big time. Big time.
It's ticklish, isn't it?
It would be ticklish. I would be laughing so fucking hard and so weirded out.
I started thinking about this because of your sister and the love she has for her cat.
Do you think she's spitting in her husband's or fiance's belly button?
But they do meow at each other.
They're meowing. Oh, don't even get me started on my
never
sister's
gonna be able to
sex.
look at
I can't think about it. I can't think about
Well, that was mom's news.
Mom's news.
Mom's
news. Wow. You know, there's an irony here after what you said about me being stressed out and choosing to take the clown course, but it's important that I share this. So welcome to Cam's Uppers is the place to be.
Fun living is the life for me.
Cam's Uppers is the segment of the show where I share something near and dear to my heart, something that my mother typically finds
boring
or
funny
or
stimulating.
It's Cam's Uppers. I started thinking about how to relieve stress for myself.
Here we go. You're talking about your jerk off again?
I'm not talking about jerking off. I'm talking about saying no. You gotta say no to some shit.
You're absolutely not good at saying no to that shit.
And it is a form of self-discipline to say no. You know, some people need self-discipline to say yes to things like, yes, I'm going to go do this. I'm responsible. I'm going to work. I'm going to do this thing. Others need self-discipline to say, no, I'm not going to do this extra task, or I'm not going to overextend in this way.
This is true. Because some of the entrepreneurs I listen to, they say that's one of the most important things, learning about how to say no. Yeah,
and I'm horrible at that. I really just say, oh, that sounds fun. Let's do it. Oh, yeah, let's go to that, sex fucking astrology event and,
Sex astrology. Where is this going?
I'm just thinking about things that I'm just piling onto my schedule and
sex
plate.
Astrology.
I'm going to that tonight. You're
I'm not going
to
the
invited.
sex astrology.
No,
what
you're
does
not
that
invited.
mean?
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have mentioned it. I don't know why I mentioned it.
Sex and astrology, and I'm not going.
Mom, you're not coming. You cannot come.
Fine.
I'll get you the book. How about that?
Okay.
Oh, God. All right. Goddamn. All right. That's Cam's Uppers. I encourage everyone to say no to more things. How about that?
Yeah. Just don't say no to your mother.
What about?
Anything.
Like, can I come to with you to a sex astrology event?
No. Like I'm running late, but I don't know how to do a COVID test, and I think I have COVID.
Christ. So I had to take my mother through a COVID test before coming here on FaceTime. I don't understand. After 3 years, you don't know how to do a COVID test still.
This was a new kit. I'm used to a certain
giving
kit.
her all the instructions, and then, of course, last minute, she inserts the fucking Q-tip into the booklet, swishes it around, drops the whole booklet on the floor. It completely rendering the test useless.
It's fine. It's fine. It's a 5
she
second
goes,
rule.
It's fine.
It's fine. Who cares if it fell on the floor?
We have no clue if you have COVID. Don't worry, Joseph. She's fine. Yeah. It's like, okay. All right. All right. Well, we've come to the end of the show, Mother. Do you want to say goodbye and thank you?
Yeah, I actually was going to tell you about something in my life, but you didn't seem to be interested.
I thought you had nothing going on in your life.
I just remembered something that I discovered.
What's that?
It was a discovery.
Oh, God.
So if you waited to the end of this show to find this out right now, you're going to be very thankful that I brought this up.
Okay.
I figured out that I don't need to pull down my underpants to go to the bathroom. I could just slide.
What?
I could just slide over.
What?
Like in a bathing suit.
Mom.
Yeah, I figured it out, and I did a TikTok video about it.
Mom.
And apparently a lot of women knew about this trick.
Mom, you got to be fucking kidding me.
I go to the bathroom like 20 times a day. I have to pee.
So you can't take off your underwear? You got to fucking just slide it?
Slide it over.
What if you shit yourself? No,
you can't do it when you're shitting. It's only when you're peeing.
Oh, my God.
Brilliant discovery, though, right?
I don't think.
So one guy actually said to me, I thought, he goes, I've been doing this for years with my boxers.
A lot of guys do this at the urinal.
They pull over all the boxers over.
And they don't, because most guys just pull the front down. Some crazy lunatics pull all of their underwear down at the urinal. And then you have some guys that just pull up one of the pant legs and pull the dick out of the bottom of the pant leg. This is never comfortable for me.
How do they pull a pant leg? I don't even understand how they can be.
The boxer
shorts. So,
yeah.
So in order to do that, you got to pull your pants down, though.
That's right. No, you pull pants down, but boxers are still on and just to the side.
at that point, you might as well pull the boxers down. You
Completely agree. Completely agree.
Well, I'm talking about if you're wearing a dress.
It sounds like you just don't want to take your underwear off.
It gets annoying.
So
Anyway,
that is a fucking
I just thought I
hot
would share
tip
that.
from Mom.
I'm
For
always
those,
up for that.
all of you vulva owners out there.
I got a hack on how to properly go to the bathroom.
Why don't you just not wear underwear?
Because then you have the whole thing is, if you don't wear underwear, then you have to wear whatever clothing you are, and you have to make sure that there's no things that,
Falling out of you?
Yeah, you just don't want to do that.
Disgusting. All right.
Anyway, although I do know plenty of people that don't wear underwear, and it's like, okay, you wash that dress every single time you wear it, and when you sit down, you don't know what's coming out.
Yeah. All right. Hey, thank you for sharing that hot tip, Mother.
I knew that I couldn't get away with not sharing it.
You needed to share that.
And it was a need to share. You can
It
watch
might be Mom's uppers right there.
You can watch it on TikTok if you want.
My friends.
KarenLee Poter TikTok.
Thank you so much for tuning in.
Especially those of you who are new little sneaky freaks. Welcome to our show. Welcome. You should join us on Patreon. Patreon.com/sextalkwithmymom.
Those are the
sneakiest of
the
freaks.
dopest fam we have.
They're the coolest.
The coolest fam. We
They
do
have
a
really
monthly
cool-
Zoom call with them.
Right, and they have cool pets that they put on there.
They got cool pets. They keep our lights on, which we are so grateful for. So thank you for all of our Patreon Sneaky Freak family.
And one of these days, I'm going to transcribe a lot of these your texts that we didn't get a chance to do, and I'll put them on without names.
I love that. Thank you to all of you who've left us a rating and a review. That really helps us with the SEO. If you haven't done that so far and you've listened to this podcast more than once, do us a favor. Just rate this podcast wherever you're listening to it, in whatever app you're listening to. It really helps us out.
RateThisPodcast.com/mom.
And share it with a friend.
Share. There's a little arrow thing. You can share it.
Share it.
We
love you guys.
Join us on TikTok, all the socials.
Mom, do you want to sing them out?
And let me tell you about the birds and the bees and the flowers and the trees and having your little panties. It didn't work. And let me tell you about the birds and the bees and the flowers and the trees and learning to give massages.
All right, there we go.
That worked better.
We worked better. All right, we made it. Love you guys.
Love you.
Bye.
You were listening to a Pleasure Podcast. For more from our Sex Podcast Collective, visit pleasurepodcasts.com.